what should marketing teams be looking at to say we're nailing it as a marketing team?
For me, we need to stop measuring in volume and start measuring in buying group progress, right? Like, really, it's not the number of leads, it's how are you expanding, right? How are you engaging across these different roles? So the complete buying group, getting all of those people together, making sure that you've identified all of them are just new metrics to start to push the team towards. I think if you don't identify these new metrics, if you don't change them up front, by default, your team is just going to go back to the old funnel, the MQL, the old way of doing it. So it's really important. It's hard with these 4 topics. Which one do you do first? It's almost like you have to do all of them at the same time because you need to know what you're going after so you can implement those metrics right away. I think it's no longer just lead scoring, it's engagement scoring. It's how are we engaging? How are we creating those complete groups? And back to the simple, just define 3 to 4 things out of the gate. Don't go too big. There's always going to be deal size, win rate, the conversion of MQA to opportunity. But I think the buying group completeness and multi-role engagement, those are some of the core ones to start with. And then, as we keep saying, iterate, improve, change as you grow this.
100%. As you alluded, quality over quantity, which has been something we've said forever. And I think that's just even more and more true here, especially as we go into AI land. And man, quantity is easy. Quality is where the biggest challenge comes in. And I think this is a great screenshot here of this is a really sophisticated type motion that you could be into. You could go beyond this, but this is sophisticated. You could start with roles engaged in your CRM. How many have had activities in the past 90 days? Put a percentage there of your key buyer personas. That could be how you start this process. That could be it. Do we have the people in the system and are they at all doing anything? Like it's usually the typical scoring models are typically like fit and engagement. And so is there a fit? Is there engagement? And then there's 100 other ones you can go off of. And then to the right of it, there's like critical role missing, what's missing and stuff like that. And like there you have your engagement and intent translating. And then there's like AI summaries and there's all kinds of stuff that you could add on and make things pretty. But I think at the end of the day, the biggest stuff is like, are you engaging the right people? It's not, can I get the 300 marketers at Amazon in my account? Can I get the 1 or 2 marketers and the 1 or 2 salespeople and the 1 or 2 finance people involved at Amazon that I need?
One thing I always say about metrics is stepping back. You really need to think of it as if you're going to change the metrics, it's a behavioral shift, right? So if we're continuing to hear questions from leadership about MQLs and volume, that is not going to help this. So I would say just an underpinning of all of this is making sure that you're messaging appropriately, that behavior shift, you're helping train your leadership team to be asking the right questions, because I think without that, you're going to keep coming back to volume. You're going to keep coming back to the dreaded A word, attribution being the only thing people want to hear about. So I think I can't reiterate enough the importance of knowing that the change in metrics is fundamentally a behavior shift in how we are thinking about things. So just something to ponder and consider as you're interacting with your stakeholders and especially with leadership. Are you helping them understand what questions they should be asking under this new motion?